And one of the things I've learned in reading the autobiography from Malcolm X and the assassination of Fred Hampton is how J. Edgar Hoover was ordering the FBI during that COINTELPRO operation to cause discourse and misinformation, put one group against the other. One group ain't thinking about the other one over here, but they were seeing misinformation over there saying these folks over here trying to kill you and cause a war. Now, I'll give you my honest opinion. Do I believe COINTELPRO is still around now? I'm gonna say no. I believe most of it died with J. Edgar Hoover. When he died, COINTELPRO died. And why I believe that? Because here, all our leaders are dead too. All of them. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton, Huey Newton. You name it, they dead. And it was all around the time COINTELPRO was in place. So I don't have any evidence. I'm going to sit here and jump out the ledge and say they did this and they did that. But one thing I can say is that it lit a match that contributes to why we're in the conditions we are now. And I feel like things like this being exposed, thank you to Malcolm X's family. We don't know where this is going to lead to. Hopefully lead somewhere, but at least somebody's looking into it so we can see what's taking place behind those closed doors when it came to us. Further explains why we're in the conditions we are now. But the only way we're going to change is to know, because those who know better, can I hear it out there? Do better. Something else I'm looking at. Brother Benjamin Crump is the attorney on this case. But first of all, I do appreciate Brother Crump being on the front lines in the current day civil rights movement. It has not stopped. At least he's there. At least he's trying, right? I just wish we had more people speaking up against these atrocities that's happening in our community. But once again, I give that brother advice. Don't settle. The only way we can know what happened is for you to keep going and open Pandora's box. Now let's get back to Malcolm X and the autobiography of Malcolm X and the movie Malcolm X. In the movie Malcolm X, when he went to Mecca, I want to say his first and last trip, because he wasn't alive too much longer after he got back from Mecca. When he went to Mecca on his pilgrimage, in the movie they showed he was being followed by the CIA and being recorded. Surveillance was heavy on him, and they watched every move he made. All right. So that's why I'm looking at maybe that's a reason they identified the CIA as one of the defendants on this lawsuit they took out. And then I look at the surveillance they showed of Malcolm X right before he got killed in the movie. Once again, and they talk about it in the book as well, he was being watched. He was being recorded. He was under heavy surveillance by who? The FBI. The reason the CIA allegedly was watching him because they work OCONUS, in other words, out of the country. The FBI works in CONUS, in the country. And then you have the NYPD, of course, that's where Malcolm was killed. He was killed in Harlem. I know brother Dick Gregory, before he died, he said that he had the autopsy of Malcolm X. The shooters, alleged shooters, supposed to be in ground level. Malcolm was on the stage, and they was supposed to have fired from the ground up at Malcolm, which would have had the bullets penetrating his body this way. According to Dick Gregory on Malcolm X, he said the bullets came from the top and came down into Malcolm. In other words, saying that the shooter was above in the balcony of that auditorium. I can't confirm or deny that. I haven't seen the autopsy. I haven't seen the police report. I haven't seen any of that. You know why? because these cases are sealed. You know, Kennedy got killed in what, 63? They still have not disclosed the files into the Kennedy assassination. You have to ask yourself, why? If Kennedy, our president at the time, was assassinated, ain't it the right of the American people to know every damn thing that went on with that? And they always cite national security as the reason they can't tell us. How in the fuck is our president getting killed and we knowing who's responsible for it, who's ultimately responsible for it? National security, over 50 years ago. So it has me wondering, is it really national security? You know what? I just had a thought. The only way I can see it being national security is that if the information is so damning, so destructive, so evil, so scandalous of what really took place, not only behind JFK's assassination, but MLK's assassination, Malcolm X's assassination, Fred Hampton's assassination, all of these assassinations. Are they scared that it can cause a whole country to collapse? Because of the uproar it would cause? Is that the national security they're talking about? Let y'all be the judge of that. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all being here. I rock with y'all. The Black P.O.E. You're trying to get your way of life, your cognitive thinking, your spiritual thinking, your mentality period to a higher level. And we're doing that with each and every episode. God bless. One team.